Good morning. Today is January 13th. It's a Monday, and I'm Jimmy with Elite Roofing and Gutters, and we're getting going here on the Briarwood Church in Jackson. We just got the Tasman out. That's the roof cutter. It's day one. We got a smile on our face, and we got a friend up top. Here we got 4 foot of the roof torn off here, and we're pulling up plywood. As you can see, there was every joint on this metal that went down the roof here, it was leaking. So every 10 foot, there's a hole like that because of how the previous roofer installed his metal, and they had leaks all the way around this building. So we're having to come in, tear it up. As you can see, that's all rotten and trashed. There's another spot. It's almost every 10 foot. I mean, everywhere there was a seam in the metal was a leak. And we hope to eliminate that when don't trip, cameraman. Over here, we have pulled the metal off the walls, and we've inspected the wall, make sure that the coping cap wasn't leaking on this side. We have a leak over there. We're gonna fix that. But we also tore out the cant insulation foam, which pretty much 45s it up the wall, and that's what they used on the old roofing system with their TPO. We wanted a tight 90, so that's why we tore all this up. We'll get it all cleaned up. We'll get screwing down ISO here in a little bit. So here you can see we tore the roof off, inspected the decking. The decking was rotted, replaced the decking. We're adding a new wood nailer for our eave metal, and then we're refilling what we tore out with 1.5 inches of ISO, and we're coming over the top with a piece of taper insulation, and this will help give it a little more fall on the edge so that the water doesn't pond next to the edge metal. We have the majority of the ISO screwed down. We've came through and inspected all the plates, making sure they're tight enough. We got it ran all the way up to the top where we're gonna do another wood nailer for our metal, and then we'll just ISO up to it, and we'll be ready for TPO here in a little bit. Our goose is gone.
He is gone.
All right, guys, day 2 here on the TPO roof. We've made a lot of progress since Nick was last here. We got pretty much all the TPO rolled out. In this section here, gluing up the last little bit. We're gluing up our wall flashing now. Hopefully that looks good when it's done. You can see here, we got wall flashings in, test passes with the robot. We're about to start welding it up. We got cedar coming off, getting this valley out. We got to do a little cedar tie in here, and all this will be standing seam. We got ice and water down over here, and over here we tore more of the roof up, putting down insulation board, and getting ready to start rolling out some TPO over here too. There's lots of progress today.
Hey, it's Zach.
We're out here on this TPO roof in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Just on this church, putting down a TPO roof. I've been here. I'm not usually doing TPO. We're doing residential most of the time with me, or simple repairs. But we're out here trying to learn everything, trying to see how TPO is actually installed, what goes into it, the bare bones of it all the way to the top structures, see how the welds are done, and just kind of get a good overall knowledge of everything that's going on.
So here we're simulating welding TPO. Every day we do a test weld to get the best settings, and we tear it like we're about to show. So yeah. So we make 2 passes down every seam, as you can kind of reflected here. And what you want is 100% failure in your tear. So you see how there's no white in any of that? That's perfect. That's what you're looking for. It all ripped off. What you don't want is a cold weld where you rip it apart and you don't leave membrane behind, because that could lead to failure or premature leaks. All right, that wraps up day 2. Gonna finish up here and roll out the TPO. Nick's gonna go home and eat Cheerios or something, I don't know. But we're tearing the cedar off. We still got lots to do, lots of daylight left, and let's see what we can't get done. Good afternoon. This is day 3, the 3rd lunch we've had on this job. Everyone is going to lunch right now. Nick, phenomenal timing. But that being said, we got this ISO'd today. We got the edge all ripped off like you saw in the other days, and we got the whole edge torn and ISO going over there. We finished up welding the seams over here, I think. We're just doing a little detail work on the corner there, but this is all welded. Got this laid last night. We stayed all night. We worked really hard. Just kidding. We worked hard. We didn't stay all night. Oh, check out our dumpster too. It's empty. You maybe put a video in, or not a video, but a picture here. Here? Yeah, right here. Of what it looked like. These guys were freaking stuffing it full. Yeah, it was 2 dumpsters worth of trash in 1 dumpster. It's over there, you can hardly see them. But there it is, it's now empty. It was extremely full. And they gave me a hat too. My hat, they gave me a hat.
So you might be wondering, what are these guys actually screwing down? What are they putting these little metal ring things that are going on the TPO? So each one of these plates have a little bitty teeth mark, as you would say, like a piranha, hint, hint. These are piranha plates that are going down where the TPO will actually overlap. They get screwed in, and these teeth will actually sink down into the ISO board and to the TPO, kind of holding it all together, making sure that it's secure. And then when they overlap their next piece, it has somewhere to kind of conceal itself. So since Jimmy is subpar, as his famous words are, at ordering material, I had to go to Gulf Eagle Supply, pick up some more whirlybirds for us, GAF brand of course, for these little stinking holes over here. Because, as in Spanish, they say, bastura way, we're gonna put some new whirlybirds here. So wrapping up day 3 here at the church, we're laying TPO out, welding it, gluing it, the whole 9 yards. We're putting ISO boards, storm guarding where cedar was so we can put our standing seam metal back. All this right here will be covered tomorrow. The full white, looking like snow out here. Thank y'all, and just keep up with us and we'll keep you updated.
What's up, Nick? Day 4 here at the Briarwood Presbyterian Church. Got our TPO going. We're actually finishing up a lot of the field membrane now. Come take a look. So what they're doing here is making their wall flashing pieces. Let's go over to Jake and Seth and talk about them being here.
Well, we're out here today. Got a TPO and standing seam roof job going on. And right now we're printing all of the panels for the standing seam snap lock. probably gonna have around 215, 220 panels by the time it's done.
Oh, it's great, man. Great being here at Elite Gutters.
Elite Roofing and Gutters?
Elite Roofing and Gutters.
There you go.
Ready, Freddie?
About as ready as I'll ever be there, buddy.
What?
Can you please hurry up?
So here is a pipe flashing going in. Everything gets welded down 100% around the details. It depends on the guy, but it can range from 600 to I think 1100 degrees. So here's was an existing, ow, this got shocked, dude. This is an existing window flashing that we had to reuse because it's actually set all the way through the windowsill. So we were able to pull it back luckily and get our TPO to go all the way up behind that flashing. And then we're also squirting water block up in there to better seal it off. And then we'll put a gasketed sheet metal screw through there to pull the flashing back down. So here we have our parapet walls. We got them wrapped up. They're kind of dirty. We're probably gonna get those with some cleaner. And then we'll come over the top with our coping cap. We have a cleat back here to hook the face. So that way we won't have any exposed fasteners or areas to leak on the coping cap. We also put a cleat on this backside to line theirs for. Got our metal up. So we reused this metal. This metal was existing. We replaced the roof flashing down at the bottom with a new flashing to allow the water to come out and not go behind the TPO. But as a safety measure, we came all the way, I think it's about 18 inches up behind this metal, so nothing should come up and around. All right, we're wrapping up here on day 4. It is, let's see,
TPO's done.
3:30. I think this is almost past Nick's bedtime. We got all the TPO down. We're just finishing up some details today. We're welding up all the seams, cleaning up, and getting ready for tomorrow. We'll just be a couple guys here and doing the final punch out details. We'll go through, seam probe everything, and find every little hole or mess up that they did and have them fix it.
We're ready to finish this dang thing.
Yeah. Phase 1 at least.
All right, so we're probing all of the overlap of the seams, make sure that that fusion between both of the sheets are heated and welded properly. So you'll run through, make sure nothing punctures, nothing goes inside of another overlapped seam. If it does, we'll mark it up. We'll make sure that the crews know about it. We can re-weld it, patch it, whatever we need to do, that nothing, and make sure that nothing leaks on this roof.
Cody, you look busy.
Yeah, work, Cody.
Typically, you want about 15 pounds of pressure pushing on this probe. And you
Unless
can
you're a
find
fat guy,
your,
you want 50.
holes very easily.
I think this should just be day 5.
Just this?
Yeah, just, Nick, I have nothing else. It's TPO. You can only spell it one way. Some guys, PTO. Some guys.
How do you spell TPO?
It's a trick
He said
question.
PTO.
PTO. Yeah.
Do you have any?
I had a guy come. He's like, "Yeah, man, I've done the PTOs." Like, I'm sure you did. All right, we're done, guys. Bye.